Now, as you guys are aware, I haven't really done any videos really on Rings of Power Season 2, nowhere near as much as I did with Rings of Power Season 1, and the reason for that is because I just don't freaking care. Like, I don't care about Amazon's absolute disrespect for Tolkien. All their writers, they swear they're so much better than Tolkien ever was. They swear they're going to write the book that Tolkien never wrote. I just stopped caring about it, right? But I just can't help but not make this particular video because we are going to dance on the grave of this TV show. This TV show apparently has such abysmal viewership that is in the territory of The Acolyte.
There's a tempest in me.
All right.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this TV show is so bad, the viewership is so terrible for Season 2 that we are teetering on Acolyte territory. And we all know what happened with The Acolyte and the aftermath that happened on Twitter from people who just couldn't admit to themselves that they're not the majority, and they couldn't admit to themselves that they didn't support the TV show in mass, that they all said that they were going to support on Twitter and online. The one that they virtue signaled with, yeah, it still died anyway, even with their very meager support. So let's get into this article, guys, from That Park Place. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. Now, the article says viewership data shows that The Lord of the Rings of Power total watch time has declined by over 51% in its third week. It's already in the Acolyte territory. New viewership data from Luminate reveals that Lord of the Rings of Power total watch time for its third week declined by over 51%. Now, here's the most amazing thing about all this, okay? Amazon has been just straight up lying through their teeth about the viewership of Lord of the Rings of Power Season 2. They're trying to say that this freaking TV show has had over 48 some odd, whatever the number was, million views. That is an absolute bullshit statement. This particular TV show is garbage compared to its first season, which was already garbage. 30% of people are, that's it. Only 30% some odd people completed Season 1, according to analytics. And now Season 2 is even worse. But apparently, according to Amazon, Season 2 is double what Season 1 used to be. Yeah, bro, come on. Like, what are we doing? We're doing the sampling thing again? Is that what it is? Remember when they tried to say viewership was, oh yeah, it was 24 million samples. That means that you had to watch it for at least 3 seconds in order for it to count as a sample. What an absolute joke. Then it says that data analytics company Luminate reports that Lord of the Rings of Power only garnered 372.7 million minutes watched for the week of September 6th through September 12th. Now, also keep in mind, guys, while Amazon is lying to you and telling you that everything is fine and they're at double the viewership of their previous season, every other analytical website that has proven to be accurate in the past is all saying the complete and exact opposite. The numbers don't lie, ladies and gentlemen. They can try to lie through their teeth to try to make themselves look successful, but they're not. Nobody's fucking talking about Rings of Power, bro. Only the people who are most dedicated to this kind of stuff are talking about it, and they're mostly hate watching it anyway. The actual people out there who are supposed to be watching this as some form of entertainment medium to enjoy, they're few and far between. Where are they? I don't see anybody talking about this shit. Then it says that that is 51% less than the show's second week, where it garnered 764 million minutes watched. In its first week, the show only garnered 63.2 million minutes watched, albeit it was only available to watch for a single day in Luminate's weekly window. Variety reported that the show failed to chart in the top 10, but instead was 37th on Luminate's chart in the first week. 37th, bro. For a billion-dollar TV show. 37th. Isn't that insane? I mean, at what point, when are we going to ask what's happening with the money? Where is this money going? Because it's not going in the costumes, right? The costumes are absolute trash. It's not going in the costumes. You had better costumes in Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings than you did in Rings of Power. So it's not going to the costumes. It's not going into the actors because a lot of them are not like big time actors. They're not going to garner that much of a salary to warrant $1 billion cost, right? So where is this money going? I guess a lot of it had to go with getting the rights for the actual Lord of the Rings franchise. But aside from that, where is this money going? This is money laundering. Like, seriously, where could it possibly be going? Now, obviously, the second week should have gotten significantly more watch time because Prime Video and Amazon MGM Studios released 3 episodes right off the bat with a total runtime of 204 minutes, while the 4th episode, which debuted on September 4th, only has a total runtime of 65 minutes. And the 5th episode runtime, which debuted on September 11th, is just 61 minutes. However, the fact that the second week only hit a peak of 764 million has to be disastrous for Prime Video, given Nielsen reported back in 2022 that the first week of the show's 2-episode premiere raked in 1.253 billion minutes watched. Those first 2 episodes only had a total runtime of 132 minutes. So even if you give Prime Video its best case scenario, the show only brought in around 4.06 million viewers. That's way down compared to the estimated almost 10 million viewers the first season brought in. That's a decline of 57.2%, man. I don't even know. Like, what do we even say? What do we even say? This is why I haven't covered the episodes. This is why I haven't even talked about it. Nobody gives a shit about this TV show. This show is absolute trash. It really is. And it is everything you expect it to be, right? The first season showed us exactly what they planned to do with Tolkien's work. There's no reason for me to go into the second season and expect anything differently. The only people who are going to go into the second season knowing what already to expect are the people who are either hate watching it or the people who are shill watching it, right? You got hate watching and then you got shill watching. But in terms of actual entertainment, very few people are going to this TV show for that. They're going to this TV show because it serves a purpose for them, whether on the ideological battle or whether on the culture war battle. It doesn't matter. Like, it serves a purpose for them one way or another. But for me, I went in there trying to see just how bad are they going to ruin Tolkien's work. Just how bad are they going to fuck it up? And I got my answer in the first season, so there's no reason for me to go to the second. Luminate is not the only data analytics company that shows Prime Video's The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, has seen massive viewership fall off with its second season. Samba TV reported that it only tracked 902,000 U.S. households watching the first episode of Season 2 within just the first 5 days, man. 5 days, you can't even get more than 1 million households watching your billion-dollar TV show. 902,000 is absolute fucking pathetic numbers. This was down from 1.8 million that tuned in for season 1 premiere over just 4 days. That's a decline of a whopping 49.8%, guys. And keep in mind, Amazon is trying to tell you that they are double the viewership of the first season. And you mean to tell me that they're the ones you're supposed to believe? They're the ones you're supposed to trust? Seriously? That's where we're at right now? These guys are absolute fucking losers, and they don't want to admit that they made a garbage TV show that nobody wants to watch, and half of the people have checked out. Half of your audience has checked out. And then when you factor in that a lot of people are hate watching it right now, it's just insane. You guys are literally just the joke of the industry right now, and you spent $1 billion just to become the joke of the industry. It's such a ridiculous thing. Not only are the premiere viewership numbers way down for season 2, but it appears people who checked out the premiere for season 2 are already abandoning the show. IMDb review scores for each episode of season 2 have fallen from episode to episode. Well, I mean, listen, they did that with the first season, right? The first season, only 30% of people completed the first season. It's probably going to be even worse for a season 2. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.